I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
'24 Mercedes Benz CLE 300.
4MATIC Coupe with no launch control. Oh,
That's a fake launch control. Mellows out. Still pretty good.
kind of hard shifts there.
Pretty good for a 300 horsepower and torque.
255 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque from a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder with a 48-volt mild hybrid.
And what does this replace? Because this is new but old name.
Oh, dude, we have not driven a brand new Mercedes model in a long time. This replaces the C and E coupe and convertibles. So the C and E still exist, but only as sedans.
Okay, so now we don't have a cool E with no B pillar.
That's right.
And we don't have a cute little C63 coupe.
Coupe, that's right. But there is a CLE 53 version of this, which is an AMG model, and then there's a rumored 63 version of this, and the rumor is that it's going to be a V8. It's not going to be a 4-cylinder hybrid because apparently sales have not been so good to the C63 4-cylinder hybrid. So apparently it's supposed to be a V8, which is great news.
Probably with no electricity.
We don't know that yet.
Let's
it
hope.
would be nice.
Let's hope. 'Cause
Let's hope.
That GT63 felt like so nice.
Yeah, if we can get that kind of like old, that 4-liter turbo with the 577 horsepower, that like kind of old standard, that would be nice.
Okay, so what does this look like? More like a C or an E? Or does it look like every single Mercedes because they all look the same right now, which isn't the worst thing?
This looks like, to me, closer to the new E because the headlights and stuff,
Yeah.
and the way that the DRLs are. I'm sure the C will get the same stuff anyways, but we do have 2 lines in the headlights indicating that it's a upper model. It's not
Yeah.
one like a C.
I think they did a great job of making a coupe look like current Mercedes.
Yeah.
If you like Mercedes' current look, I think this is a perfect coupe for you.
It's a great looking car. Now this is 4MATIC, which means all-wheel drive. Let's see what it does through fake Cliche Corner because Cliche Corner is currently closed to us for emergency repairs, and
That feels
feels
good.
pretty decent for a base model. Let's see. Oh yeah, this thing kind of
They're-
rips. Yeah, okay.
Their
You can
base
kind of like
models have
lean on
gone a
it.
long way.
Yeah, this is really nice. Powertrain, a little strange in certain scenarios. I believe it's the same one that's in the C-Class that we previously drove.
48-volt mild hybrid.
Yeah, okay, so let me kind of get to that. So apparently it's supposed to add a boost of up to 23 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque in certain conditions. But we drove that M440i that has their version of the 48-volt mild hybrid. I know it's an upper model, so technically
Well, yeah,
that would be closer to the
440i
53.
is 53.
Yeah, but those power numbers that Mercedes claims, let's just floor it. I'm in sport mode.
Okay, what if you don't have to downshift? Be in second.
By the way, that did not feel like the upper numbers. There's no boost that I'm really
that
feeling.
feels a lot faster than previous 300 models, though.
It does have torque, but I feel like I'm strictly getting it from the gas engine. I feel like I'm not really getting a boost from the 48 volts. So like, it's not as, I guess, performance oriented of an implementation as BMW has done.
Maybe they just did a better job of sneaking it in unnoticed.
Maybe, because I believe that it's integrated into the transmission, and this is a 9-speed auto transmission, and honestly, it's a little slow to downshift, as you saw earlier.
But what's the hybrid stuff really good for in daily driving?
Fuel economy. So
Does this get good fuel economy?
I did reset this driving on the highway, and I was getting like some pretty good numbers in the 5 point something liters per 100 kilometers. So that's going to be some pretty high MPGs for you Americans.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's what people want more out of a base model. And I did see on Mercedes' website that they really prioritize comfort, and you really do get that from the suspension. Like going over these imperfections, there's no harshness. Like going over this bump right here.
And combined with the seat, I feel like the seat takes a lot of the absorption too, because it's nice and soft and cushy.
Yeah, they are.
And cool color interior. I'm digging this.
Yes, though the white spec is pretty ballsy with the red exterior. I like it for Mercedes.
Ballsy?
For Mercedes.
That's not even ballsy at all.
But I don't think the quality of the leather, it looks like a base model. Like looking at these seats, it's not like the fancy kind of Mercedes stuff in the upper trims that we're used to from AMGs.
Yeah,
Even though this does have like an
higher,
AMG
man.
package.
It's still nicer than like
even though this
lot
does
of-
have an AMG package on it, so you're not quite getting that full Mercedes experience that you would get with like a real AMG, like a 53 or 63.
Yeah.
But it is still quite nice. And then interior-wise, we do have this large touchscreen, very similar to what they're putting in so many of their new cars, like the
Well, this is like the
GT63
G63
exactly.
and the SL.
Yep.
And apparently, for the convertible versions, this one will tilt to
Makes sense.
make no glare from the sun.
Yep, and then this one doesn't tilt because it doesn't need to because there's no glare, but
Yeah.
we do have a really nice big sunroof, moonroof thing.
Yeah, I like that.
And the screen is actually tilted towards the driver, so I'm sure that also helps. It does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It
And
does,
Angry Birds.
apparently not ours. Somewhere else in the world it
Yeah,
does
maybe
get
in
it.
the States or something. I don't know.
We have like
checked.
Sudoku and Shuffle Puck and all those fun little fun
Yo,
games.
where is my Angry Birds?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up with these companies putting like 15-year-old games in cars? Like,
I don't know, man.
Like-
I don't know.
if you're gonna go 15-year-old games, go like, how long goes 1995?
Yeah, 95. That was a long time ago.
Go 30-year-old and give me some N64.
Okay.
I just want N64 games.
Anyways, we don't have massages on here, but you can get them. So this is kind of loaded, but not fully loaded. And it is actually quite quiet in here, driving on the highway and stuff. It's raining a little bit right now. You don't really hear any
Hit
of
the wipers.
windows.
Let's see how smooth they are.
Let's go. Here we go. Oh, that's my turn signal. Sorry. Can't
Pretty
even-
smooth. See, I've seen smoother.
Okay. Moving on to the outside, we do have some pretty nice wheels. They're kind of electric-y looking, but also kind of cool.
I think they're supposed to be kind of arrowy.
Yeah. But you can get different wheels, but I actually don't mind these at all. Like the overall profile with the chrome and stuff, this looks really nice from the side.
And what would be the content of the recommended tire for the CLE 300?
The Extreme Contact DWS 06 Plus.
I think I would prefer one of those Mercedes black wheels with the chrome lip. The
Oh, yeah,
polished
yeah,
lip.
a classic kind of Mercedes
Or
thing.
like even more spokes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot on here. Honestly, the side profile kind of reminds me of like a Rolls Royce.
Mustang.
Rolls Royce.
Mustang.
Yeah.
I do like the body lines. We got like a really nice line that comes across. It's so much more subtle than previous Mercedes.
And I do really like the back end as well. It's kind of like it's a good shape. I think they killed it on the looks of this coupe thing.
Okay, but
Overall,
okay,
what?
what's the name of our channel?
The Straight Pipes?
And
There's super fake exhaust tips.
they're capped.
Yeah.
All right, but let's listen to what it sounds like from the outside.
Yes.
That's party foul. I get it. Like,
you're 100% right on that.
yeah,
But that's not part of the overall look.
that is part of the overall look. That is
No, it's not.
100% part of the overall.
No,
look.
that's a detail, Yuri. It's not part of the overall
All
looks.
right.
If we're looking overall, I'm looking
Yeah.
at the silhouette,
Yeah.
the body lines, the wheels, things like that.
Is the grill nice?
Yes, but there are some fake
Plastic
parts.
at the bottom,
yeah,
yeah.
that to me looks fairly cheap.
I mean, they have to add fake parts to the C300 to make the CLE 300 to make the CLE 53 and the future CLE 63 cooler.
Exactly.
You design from the top down.
Exactly. All right, let's get you into the driver's seat. Oh, seatbelt givers, dude, best.
Hey, did you see how I squiggled across the middle?
No.
I can also squiggle my way into the back seat and fit just fine at 5'8".
And I don't fit comfortably at 6'1.5"
Pathetic.
for the car.
Lose some height,
I can't.
idiot. Just gonna floor it. Oh, still really good.
Yeah. Kind of sounds okay too. Like beefy for a four
This is
banger.
impressive for a 300 badge.
Yeah. It's not bad.
What is left to chat about?
9-speed automatic, which I did previously mention. It's not that
I
great,
am
but
going-
it is geared for comfort.
I'm going to keep it in auto the whole time. I'm going to put it in eco because I'm going to drive like I would if I was zoned out on the way to work.
Right on.
I'm going to see if I can like maybe come to a left turn here, hit the gas, see how well it responds.
I do have something to complain about driving too brainlessly to your office job.
Okay, no talkie. A little bit of lag there. It's off the gas pedal with the auto start stop.
Yeah, the auto start stop is kind of intrusive, like kind of very intrusive. I don't love that. It's fairly aggressive, and it kind of takes a while for the car to figure out that you want to actually go.
Let me feel if the brake pedal is weird.
It coasts to a stop because of the 48 volt.
So if I let off, is it going to turn off the engine while it's still rolling?
Yes. That's what coasting to a stop is. See? There, it kicked back on.
It's like a little unnatural, but
it's pretty good.
There's been a lot worse in the past.
Yeah. Okay, so what does suck commuting on your daily drive, in this particular one, we do have adaptive cruise, and I was shocked to find out that we don't have lane keep assist or lane centering. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Look through the menus, don't have it, didn't option it. Okay.
Can we pay for that? Can we buy that through the Mercedes store? Or
I couldn't find a way to download that.
Or is that like a hardware thing that they didn't include?
I think so.
Ah.
Yeah, so I think you got to buy that when you order this car.
Okay, how is the turning radius?
It's actually quite good and very decently light steering for actions like this.
Is there rear wheel steering? It almost feels like there might be. But...
There isn't, but I also got that vibe because it kind of felt like the radius was so good that it had
the radius is good. I'm only 3-point turning because I'm turning into a construction site and I don't want to ruin any body work on this.
Yeah, no, we don't need to puncture tires today.
But then we could play shuffleboard.
Oh, yeah, we could. Missed opportunity.
Imagine if it was Angry Birds. Okay, this infotainment, we've got it set up the old style, the one we like, not 0 layer.
I instantly turned that off right away.
And we're pretty used to it.
Yep.
And know how everything works, and that's cool.
Yep. Seats are quite comfortable, not that much bolstering because it's not an AMG, which is fine.
Let me go to my comfort settings and turn on my not massage, it's seat kinetics.
Yeah, so as close as you can get to a massage.
I have presets on our doors and our heated and cooled buttons there and like the adjustments, so that's pretty straightforward. We got the Burmeister sound system. Is it nice?
It is quite nice.
Do you like it?
I like it.
What's your favorite song right now?
I don't really have a favorite song here.
Me either.
Nice. What's your favorite song? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe while you do that.
More importantly, if you've gotten this far, this is the 3/4 part of the video, give a thumbs up because you obviously liked the video enough to watch this far, and that's what that button is for.
Yeah, unless you're just watching because you want to hate on this car and give this video a thumbs down because of the car. Please don't do that. If you dislike us, you can give it a thumbs down. If you dislike the car, just leave a comment about the car.
Here's something we haven't talked about is the trunk space. Do we have a bunch or do we have a little? Because you never know with coupes.
We have a medium. So it is more than the outgoing C-Class, but less than the E.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. It's a combination of both. I did notice that there's a lot less room in the back seat than there was in the previous E-Coupe. And then the previous E-Coupe had no B-pillars, which was super sick. This has B-pillars, but I feel like for safety, you kind of need that stuff. So, like, it's all understandable.
Exactly.
And then the last E-Coupe was so cool and so up-to-date. Like, the technology was good that if you even got one nowadays, it wouldn't be like you're buying, like, an old car that's out of date. Like, I feel like it still holds up. So if you're looking for one, tsp.truecar.com. Old E-Coupe, old C-Coupe, new CLE Coupe.
And while you were talking about all of that, the engine was actually off. I saw it at 0 RPMs. So the 48 volt thing does work.
Does it go to
Please don't
0
do
when I
that.
go to neutral? Why?
Oh, you can actually rev. As for this interior, honestly, it kind of doesn't feel as nice as an E-Class would. It's closer to a C in terms of perspective and kind of materials and stuff.
Yeah, but I got the SL infotainment.
Yeah, I know, but the rest of this stuff, like the door panel thing is quite nice, but like this particular material for this spec of this, I can't even call it fake carbon fiber, doesn't look great. And then the way that it integrates with like this hard plastic over here.
It's as expected. The fact that it's nice looking white hard plastic, that's cool.
And then we do have cup holders down here, which do fit a small or medium cup.
Nice. We got the split thing still. That's cool.
And visors.
Oh, for sure they're gonna pass, right?
Oh.
3,
Did I just
2,
break
1.
Full pass. Is that gonna click back? Okay, yeah. I didn't break anything, just cautious.
Okay, and then we got cool ambient lighting because it's a Mercedes, and that is the law.
Yes.
It may not be the law to have lane centering,
Or the lowest price is the law.
but it is important to have ambient lighting in all of your Mercedes.
Honestly, this should have lane centering at this price point.
Yeah, you know, they gotta
upsell.
upsell. And then lastly, this does have a really good 360 camera. You pointed out that every time you come to a stop, the back Mercedes logo pops out to reveal the camera, which I guess is not aesthetically pleasing, on the outside. So everyone looking at your cool Mercedes is going to have to look at your badge constantly popping out.
Exactly. I was following behind you, and every time you came to a stop, which I assume you weren't using your 360
No,
camera
I
at
think
every
when
intersection.
it sees a line, it like prepares for 360 camera, but it didn't show it to me.
Exactly. So it just kept popping. I'm like, that's probably going to break over time. I assume.
In my head, it just like kind of ruins the look. You know how it's like Porsche spoilers like kind of look ugly sometimes?
Yeah, and that's, by the way, how you actually pop the trunk. It's like a hidden thing.
Yeah, and there's like a button on the door too.
Yeah.
All right, yo.
That's
I think that's everything with the brand new model CLE.
That's right.
Let's get to the price.
It starts at $61,900
Canadian.
And this one is $74,470. So
seems pretty reasonable. It splits the line of everything.
Exactly. So I think they did a pretty good job with it, considering this is a base model.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We appreciate you.
We'll see you at the next video. We went off script. We don't have a script. This is what happens when we try to script something.
Yeah.